investment we've made in transportation the last 7.5 years around the Commonwealth, but someone who understands that it's really all about economic development. Please join me in welcoming the Governor of the Commonwealth, Deval Patrick.
All right, can you hear me all right? Yeah. Okay. First of all, Mr. Secretary, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today in the rain and for your patience with the setup. But you're going to have to be patient a little while longer. You've been waiting a long time for us to fix, basically, the pike. And when we talk about our investments in education, innovation, and infrastructure, and how unglamorous infrastructure investments are, in fact, they are very strategic. They are very much about how we expand jobs and opportunity, how we create new neighborhoods, strengthen communities, families, and lift us all. The straightening out of the pike is about simplifying the commute. It's about finally resolving one of the worst off-ramps in America, which we will do, and create some 25 or 50 acres of new developable opportunities. You all know that's happening, and it's real. What you don't know is that a part of that project is creating the new West Station, which will be a multimodal rail commuter station, commuting rail, GMUs I think it's called. So we can get in and out of Boston, back and forth to Worcester, and make the very best use of this new space, this new land, and the abutting neighborhoods. Let me thank all of those who had a role in helping this happen. There was one key person in the administration of many who did the hard slog of negotiating with CSX to acquire the rights to lines that enabled South Coast Rail, additional commuter rail out to Worcester, and this project today, and that's our former Lieutenant Governor, Tim Murray, who is here. Did you drive this train here? I want to thank our leadership in MassDOT. I acknowledge the current Secretary of Transportation, who has done a marvelous job. Our former Secretary is here as well. Jeff, thank you for the excellent job you did. I want to thank Harvard, which is contributing to the cost of West Station. We appreciate their stepping up. And I want to thank all the members of the Alston community who worked with the task force through some pretty interesting and sometimes colorful meetings. I'm looking at you. But who brought their best thinking, their best ideas, their creativity, their creative tension to getting a really good plan. Now stay at the table, everybody, because there's a lot of work still to do. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Thank you, Governor. This has to be the most awkward press conference I've ever presided over. One more step, sure. Okay. And the governor said this is not about a multimodal station. It's not about just commuter rail and bus service, but it's about a neighborhood. And all those neighbors who have helped us get to this place, as the governor said, we're going to need you the next couple of years because we got a lot of work to do. And we'll be handing it off to a guy who's going to help make it happen. Mayor Marty Walsh. You know, we talked to the mayor when he came into office. He talked about a number of neighborhoods, but this was a place he said to us, the state, we need to figure out a way to make it what it can be. And we're proud to have him as a partner. Please say hello to Marty Walsh.
Thank you, Secretary. I'm laughing. I just spent 10 days in Ireland. The Bailey rain there in the park. Those who's from Ireland know what it's about. This is how it is. I want to thank you all. I want to thank Governor Patrick for his commitment here. This is absolutely incredible. Secretary Davey, my former colleagues in the legislature, Representative Kevin Honan and Senator Will Brownsberger, also Lieutenant Governor Tim Murray. This is much more than a highway project. This project is going to be able to be a connection to the community. We did a walkthrough a couple weeks ago with MassDOT and with Boston Public Works, and we really walked through to see about the huge potential here. And the investment made by Harvard, the investment made by the governor, and his commitment to this community really is outstanding. It's legacy making, and I want to thank Governor Patrick tremendously. And I also want to, the one thing I think that's exciting for a lot of people is that we're going to have complete streets here. We're going to have bicyclists, we're going to have walkers, we're going to have pedestrians, we're going to have cars, all to be able to coexist on roadways that we're able to do and make safe. So I'm going to stop talking because I know that everyone's getting soaking out there. I just want to thank everyone, in particular MassDOT, for their commitment here today and making sure that as some people retire, we will make sure that your ideas are carried forward. Thank you.
I think the mayor just retired, the governor and I. Not yet. He has a list. Okay, yeah, there is 100 days left. Well, as we said, this isn't about not only about the state getting it done, but it's about legislative partnerships and enabling us with the resources at MassDOT to do things like this, to think multimodal and beyond just a highway road system are the two electeds who are going to speak here in a moment. First, introduced actually my state senator, someone who's been pushing really hard in a whole bunch of transit projects, Will Brownsburg.
Thank you. Thank you, Rich. I just want to say an extremely enthusiastic thank you to the Governor of the Commonwealth for his leadership in focusing on transportation infrastructure. It's a huge thing. It's making a difference all across the state. I want to thank, again, enthusiastically, Secretary Davey for his creative leadership, putting things together, something like this, public-private partnership, not an easy thing to make happen. Extremely grateful to them for making this happen. We look forward to the continuing effort with the community. We're working all together to try to make this thing as perfect as it can be for everybody. But the big step forward, the foundation is there, and thank you for your leadership. Secretary Davey, Governor Patrick.
Thank you so much. Before I introduce our last speaker, there are just a few folks I do want to acknowledge. First, our partners at CSX, Lisa Mancini and her team are here. Thank you very much. Hiding under the umbrella. Harvard University, Katie Lapp was asked to speak. She declined smartly because it's pouring out. So once again, it shows you, even if you work at Harvard, you have to be smart as well as attend Harvard. And our partners, Lieutenant Governor is mentioned, other folks here. I know Fred Salvucci, Sal DiDomenico is there. Tony's here somewhere. Where's Tony? The architect and part of thinking about this 30 years ago. Thank you for that. And lastly, a real champion for transit and for transportation in the neighborhood is Representative Kevin Honey. Kevin? Thank you. Ready? I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Hello, friends and neighbors. Everybody well? Good to see you all. I'm also speaking on behalf of Mark Siomo and Representative Mike Moran, who have family commitments. For many years, we in Allston-Brighton have been advocating for commuter rail stops. We have filed sub-items in the budget to do studies, and we were not able to get it to happen. Well, it's happening now, and it's happening because of Governor Deval Patrick, and it's happening because of this partnership that's been put together. We also know that the best social program, as Marty Walsh knows, which was a key point in his life, is a job. The best social program is a job. This station will provide jobs, but it will also provide clean access to people to get to their jobs and to get to their colleges and universities. It'll free up space on the Green Line trains. It'll lessen traffic in our neighborhood. So Governor Deval Patrick and Mayor, we just want to thank you on behalf of the neighborhood. I also want to thank the 59 people who are on the I-90 Interchange Task Force for all the wonderful recommendations you folks are coming up with. Thank you very much. This is a great day for the neighborhood.
Thank you. I do want to acknowledge too, John Lenachak from Congressman Capuano's office is here today. With that, we'll take any questions.
How much will this cost and how is it being funded?
We expect the station to cost about $25 million. The state is putting in a third, Harvard's going to put in approximately a third, and we're still working with some other third parties to contribute as well.
What are the third parties?
Other third parties.
Will the DMUs be using the Grand Junction track to get to Kendall Square?
We expect to do that in the future for sure. We're still working with Cambridge and others to talk about that. And the Grand Junction itself is in tough shape, so we need to invest in that bridge as well.
But you know what, just on that point, there's the potential to go on from Kendall Square all the way to Assembly Square using the DMUs. It's a great opportunity.
New Balance was involved with rail station
It's completely different. Maybe Representative Honig could talk a little bit about New Balance Station, but that's moving forward.
Anyone who
Balance. New Balance is generously putting 17 million towards that. Would not be able to happen without New Balance's commitment to the project. So it's a commuter rail stop. This one here is obviously a lot more complex, with being an intermodal location with bikes, cars, pedestrians. That will be a train stop. Thank you.
Thank you all. You all look wet, so.
What's going here? What's the train going to go to?
This train right now.
Trains that stop at Westgate.
So they'll be able to go into Back Bay, Albany, South Station, and all this.
Hey, work with them, Mayor?
The mayor.
We can ask a different topic.
The rail yard will be used as a
Let me grab my mic.
He's gonna stand on the stairs.
Oh, he's sitting right there? Oh, okay. If you want to say something about the...
But I mean, sorry to keep asking it, but I mean, like the gravel pit behind us. What's
so
going
Harvard
here?
owns all of the terra firma, the land, right? And so over the next decade, 2 decades, they'll work with the city on what they want to build here in the community, and obviously with the community as well.
And will the train station be here first, or will the development
The
arrive?
train station is expected to be here.
What year? When will it start?
We're starting construction for the turnpike in 2017. We expect the project will take 3 years, so we expect the station and the turnpike to be completed in 2020.
And the station's going to cost 25 mil. How much will it cost to do the turnpike straightening?
Over 280 million. Thank you.
I thought it was 260 million.
It could be 260. Yeah, that may be including then the station. Yeah, but it's the previously announced, Andy, the previously announced price from last October.
What's the line that's over here?
Premium Worcester.
So is it designed for DMUs to Cambridge and substation?
Yes, right now we're holding for a 4-track, 2 platforms.
Sorry, dumb question. What is a DMU?
Diesel multiple unit.
Terrible
So
question.
it's a terrible question. It's basically subway-like trains running on commuter rail. Like this one? No, this is a commuter rail car. So it'll be self-propelled.
Is GE one of the other?
What's that?
Is GE one of the other parties that you're hoping to get some funding from?
No comment. Ask you.